Cool shirts that we're selling for $10. We got cool CDs that we're selling to support the ministry. Everything we do is nonprofit. We go church to church, event to event, preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I want to share a little bit. I want to share a little testimony with you guys about my life and about how all this ministry got started and stuff. My story goes back to 1989, February 14th. My father was partying with his friends, and he was doing, what he thought was a good time. He was just having a good time, what he thought was fun, drinking and stuff like that. The stuff our parents tell us not to do. Well, it was that night that something drastically went wrong. He fell into a deep depression, and that's the night he committed suicide. I was 5 years old. Now my dad was gone. I didn't know what to think, So I did everything I knew how to do. I hid all the pain away inside. At the age of 5, I didn't cry or nothing. They told me my dad had died, and it was like, okay. And I walked around my whole life, hiding all my feelings, hiding all my fear, all my pain. And it came to a point in high school when I just couldn't hide it anymore, So I rebelled. I'm like, you know what? I'm not listening to my grandparents. I'm not listening to no one. And let me tell you how much trouble that got me. To make a long story short, I ended up doing the same things that my dad did. Alcohol, drugs. I would go into it, but I'll spare you the details. I'll spare you the mystery of how sad my life got. The end result of my destruction, my lifestyle of destruction, was me sitting in the Asheville County Jail up here, facing 7.5 years in prison, weighing about 100 pounds from methamphetamines and hard drugs. And I wanted to die. I had no hope left in my life. There was nothing left, guys. I was sitting there in jail, and I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't run to the people I thought were my friends. I couldn't run to the alcohol. I couldn't run to all that sin. But that's when I got out the Bible, and I started reading. I started in the Old Testament, right? And I'm like, what? Go for it. Like, reading all the measurements of the ark and stuff. I'm getting into that. I'm thinking, like, this doesn't apply to me. You know what I mean? Why do I need to know how many cubits the ark was? And I'm sitting there just wondering, like, how does this matter to me? And I remember God speaking to me that night, like, don't just read a little bit. Dig. If you want me, dig. So I kept reading that book. I'd sleep with it even, I'd be in my bed with that Bible. And I said, okay, God, one night I finally broke down because I was, just depressed. I was, like I said, ready to die. And I finally broke down. I'm like, God, if you're real, I need you to change my life. I need you to send me someone. I need you to help me somehow, some way to show me you're real. 3 days later, a Nazarene pastor walks in that jail to visit me. And I walk into the room with this man, and I instantly broke down because I knew that God had sent help. He had sent someone to instruct me and teach me. Long story short, I got out of jail. I ended up at this church. They're doing an Easter play. They're showing me the crucifixion. They're playing it out. They're showing the cross. And they're showing Jesus. And then they started pounding the spikes through in this play. And they started showing me. They started acting it out for me. And the Holy Spirit came on me. The next thing I knew, I was at the front of that altar. I was at the front of that church, on my knees before God. I was guilty. I was a sinner. A lot of people, I used to think I was a good person. Then I looked at the Ten Commandments. I want to do a little test. This is a test to see if you're a good person or not. Has anybody here ever told a lie? Let's be honest. Has anybody ever disrespected their parents? Has anyone ever stolen something, even if it was small? That would be me. So did I. I stole something big too. And see, all that is sin. I offended God. I was offending God in my sin. But because of that blood, because He died to cleanse me of my sin and to take it away, that night at that altar in that church, I was set free. And it was through His blood that I was set free. And that's what this ministry here is about. It's not about these fancy beats. It's not about how well me and Aaron can dance and make each other look silly. It's not even about And don't take this the wrong way. It's not even really about the church accepting of the music that we do. To us, it's more about Jesus Christ. It's more about you guys need Jesus Christ. You guys need Jesus Christ. If you have sin in your life, you need Jesus Christ. And that's what we preach. That's what we're about. So I just wanted you guys to understand that. This next song we do is called Thank You. And it's thanking God for pouring out the blood of His own Son. It's thanking Him for taking our punishment and for forgiving our sins. You can go ahead and play it.